look, there's always this question, what way to set out your team? Now, I would say this at the very beginning. Do what you do in coach and talk about different problems, different issues, etc., etc. But when the day is on and the game is on, let the lads decide themselves on the field. Okay, if they start looking to the line, will I do this, will I do that, you're gone. So trust them to do the best they can, because you cannot play the game from the sideline. Now, what often happens is forwards are looking to pull out the backs, and they're going to start going out to sidelines like that. And you'd say, okay, that's grand if the forwards are nice, tidy, fast fellas. But if you have big, strong forwards, are not particularly mobile, you wouldn't be putting them out at the corner flag. If I have Tony Dorn, I won't put him in the corner flag. I put him there in front of the goals. So you gotta pay attention to that. And if you're a defender, and there's a big, strong fella on the edge of the square, you gotta get a defender that's able to match him physically for a start. There's no point in having a little small fella. He could be a brilliant hurler, and a big, strong fella. Unless he's Tommy Welch, chances are he can't hurl him. So you might need to put somebody in there less skillful. So you have to choose, pick people to suit people. But anyway, to get back to the space thing. Please, you warm up away there, all right, for a few minutes. Okay, I'll come in here in a ladder of sweat. Okay, anyway, so forwards will say, if they're doing that, okay, straight away, what do the backs do? And if the backs do, we'll say what we call man marking, straight away you can see, there's a huge gap there for a ball to come through. And if I'm here as a full back and the nearest corner back to me is 40 yards, there is the situation. Now, the first thing I would say to you is train your players to get used to that situation, because no matter what tactic you have, that situation will happen. And if you have a full back or a corner back and he's grand when there's somebody standing in front of him and suddenly there's nobody in front of him and he's in a panic, that's a disaster. So in training, I would often say on that full back line, right, I say two of the forwards out the field, backs follow him and expose your backs inside. Get them used to it, because at the end of the day, there's only one ball coming in, and if I'm marking yourself here and the ball comes in, well sure, if I'm chewing properly, I should be able to go out and win that ball. Judge Delaney was a prime example of that. He didn't care. Some backs like that, they love the space because it means you can just go. If there's 5 or 6 forwards in around the goals, anything can happen. So you work on the players that they're used to that they've been exposed to it. Now, having said all that, again, I would suggest to players that you're not dragged out to the sidelines as defenders, because if, like happened in All Ireland this year, our full back line were exposed with an acre of ground in front of them, and that's okay if there's pressure on the lad that's putting the ball in. It comes in as a 50-50 ball, and then fair play, we'll go for it. But if the lad out the field has a split second to wait until the forward makes that little break and pings it to him, you cannot defend it. And that is what happened to us. And lads can talk about the full back line, but our full back line in that All Ireland, they won a fair share of ball, but the amount of ball that was coming in and the quality of the ball, it's very easy to say change this lad, he's after being beaten to 2 or 3 balls, but maybe the problem is out there. Maybe the guy that's putting the ball in is not being tackled. And you talk about defending, forwards have to be defenders. And if I go back to Aidan Fogarty, used to play corner forward, one of the best defenders we ever had, because nobody ever hit a ball easy from him. And any ball that was being cleared under pressure, which meant it wasn't being pinged and it was a 50-50 ball. Now, having said that, I would be inclined to suggest to the players, the backs, that you kind of half set up something like that. Okay. That you're near enough to take a player. And if you were to mark out a pitch there, full size pitch, and put it into blocks, I think every block would be about 30 metres by 30 metres. And if you spread your players out and I stand in the middle of one of those blocks, the farthest I will have to go is 15 metres. And theoretically, and it's not in theory, but that's the idea. Now, so I would say, generally that might be the way you set up your players. Now, if the ball is pinged out here to that forward, well, even when it's on the way, it's pucked out here, and I have a wing back down there and he's standing 15 yards off. As soon as the ball is on the way, of course he has to be out to him. But I'll put it simply, I have an opinion that the backs should almost be tied together, right? They're tied together like that with a string. So when this fella has to move over to that sideline, automatically the centre back is moving to there. Why? in case he wins the ball and heads in. He's there to cover him. Now, as soon as he moves, this fella moves, right? As soon as that ball goes out to here, this corner back, he's now coming over to here. And the full back is not staying there because that's too nice for the full forward. The full back is now taking up position around there. And that's teamwork, and you can't do that from the line. Man on the field will marshal that, full back will marshal that. Now, what happens then? You say, okay, this fella, that lad is loose to the far side and he pings the ball off over there. He might, and he might be accurate, but most times he won't. But if he is, and he goes over there and he gets that ball, puts it over the bar, what do? You go out and you congratulate him as a back and say, great score. But it won't happen, because as soon as the ball is on the way over, the whole show moves across. The whole show moves across like that. Okay, that's how it works. Simple as that. And it's not simple, but that's the theory of it. And it's not a theory either, okay? Midfielder here wins the ball and he knocks down the other midfielder and he's heading in with a ball, we say like that. And now you're in a situation. Wing back, what do? Do you stay? Do I stay or do I go? And have a lot on yourself there. You stand there for a second. How the boys are alright. No, okay, so I'm marking you and there's a midfielder breaking through and there's 20-30 metres. What do? Do I stay, do I go? No, the last thing you do is half go. I either go or I stay. If I'm going 100%. I go full belt into him without fouling him. Jump into him. Put absolute max pressure. Don't go to here. Oh, yeah, will I go here or will I go there? Because then you might as well be nowhere. You're as well off to stay where you are here and hold on to that fella and see can you still come in. So the key to it is the corner back. Have a lot on yourself there. Right, you're there, wing back. Okay. You're there, wing back, marking him. And this player is breaking through. And you're wondering, will I go, will I stay? Now, the key to it is the corner back here. Now, I might be the corner back, and I could be a long ways away, but I see the danger, see a midfielder after breaking through. And I know if he stays running, there's going to be a score. And I know that either you or the centre back is going to go to him. But the centre back is maybe pulled out of the frame a little bit like that. And there's only one thing is going to happen. Either you're going to take him or it's going to be a score. Now, what comes down to me is the corner back. And this is where the teamwork comes in. I get myself out, heading out to you. And when I'm near enough to you to be able to cover your man, and this is team, I shout, Mikey, go. And you're listening, you can't even look around to see. You're ready, you know I'm there. I have to be there because we've trained for it. And I shout, right, Mikey, go. And as soon as you're gone full belt. You're on the way. Not the back, you're the forward. All right? Now, the chances are, if you go full belt, that you get that midfielder coming in. But if you don't, the ball is fired over your head. And he's expecting a handy one, but I'm socked in him. I'm buried in him. And without fouling him, I will get him. Now, if I don't, my man is loose. But who's picking him up? You're there as full back. Step in there. So you're already covering here. Now, if they're very good, it can be popped over and popped over. The key to it was the midfielder that was beaten at the start. When he's beaten, as soon as he's beaten, he's flattened on the ground. Get up to hell, don't be looking for a free. Leg it back to the square. Now, you don't even have to go as far as the square. Leg it back. You probably only have to go as far as centre back, because the centre back has gone back and he's coming for the full back. And he mightn't even have to go there because the corner is covered. So look at, that's, to me, is backs working together. Bit of teamwork. They're totally reliant on the players. And you have to not be balling from the sideline, do this, do that, go there, because as soon as the lad has to wonder, it's too late. It's like if I'm back here as a wing back, we'll say, all right, and as soon as the ball goes over my head, if I'm not already on the way back in, it's too late, right? I shouldn't have to think. I should be already on the way in, expecting the cornerback to need me. He needs me, he's under pressure, I'm there for the clearance, bang. If I'm not gone, it's too late. Full forward, centre forward, wing forward is already gone. That is the key to it. Meldon, I'm marking Meldon, okay, or I'm trying to, and he's a corner forward, a wing forward, and I stay back here. That's good luck. Paddy Manny, if I'm marking Paddy, and I stand back here, sure Lord, I'm lucky if it's a point, because he'll go out and get that ball, he'll pick it up, he'll turn around, he'll eyeball me, he'll jink, he might tap it over the bar if I'm lucky. If I'm not lucky, he'll come running at me and I can't stop him and it's a goal. So I have to decide very, very quickly in this match. If I'm to survive, I have to be out of that ball first. I have to be out to it. And it starts here in the training. Now, in getting out of that ball, if I don't go at top speed, he's going to pass me. So I have to go at top speed. If I go to that ball and it's coming in and it hits my hurl and it hops up there, what happens? He'll take it or he'll snig it away. And I'm bunched. He's in for the goal. If I happen to get out to it and I control it and I have it in the hand and then as lads do I slow down to strike it, what happens? He hooks me and I'm out here and he's gone in. So what we're going to do for 2 minutes is what I would look on as one of the most important exercises in the game. 1, 2, 3. Right, we'll have 3 ups at 4. And what we're going to do, lads, is one fella strikes the ball low, and that's low. The lads below, earlier I said low and I hit it up here. That's low. Alright, we strike it low along the grass, and one player comes out to it at full speed, tries to take it on the hurl. Come back here, lads. At full speed, and still at full speed, deliver the ball. Right, strike it low. Now, come on, you gotta come on. Well done. Barely got away with it. Well done. Yes, go on, go. Hey, lovely, deadly. I want you just pucking a high ball about 10 metres away so a lad has to run to it and get up and catch it. So just spread out and do that. Now, when I'm looking for there, and again, you think about it, your wing back, your corner back, high ball comes in, you have to be able, unopposed, to run to that ball, jump up and catch it. If you can't do that unopposed, there's not a hope of you doing it in the middle of a game. Off we go, lads. Just put them away from each other. Good. Keep at it there. Keep at it. Now, what you will find, you talk about catching a ball. How do you catch a ball apart from it going into your hand? Look, that ball is coming out of the sky. If I want to catch that ball, that's where I have to be standing. And you watch matches, any age level, bar the top players. It'll be especially if you get lads pucking long. A huge amount of lads that stand here to catch a ball and the ball will drop there because they're actually not able to stand in the position that the ball drops into because they don't do it. They're all flicking and flacking and doing all kind of tippy-tappy stuff. And take a windy day and you watch the top players. A windy day, first thing most of the backs will do is they get somebody up the other end of the field, start pucking out balls and they see right where it is puck out's going to land. Are they going to be at midfield or they're going to be back in the full back line. So your first job is to be under the ball. Now, if you're under the ball, well then you have some hope of catching it. If I'm here, I can catch it. If it's dropping there and I'm here, not much hope of catching it. After that then it's technique. That's about then holding back. And have it on yourself for a second. Now take it easy, alright? Hold on to that hurl. So that ball is dropping here. Now, if I stand up here just like that, just walk into me. Walk into me. Walk in harder. Walk into me. Come on. No, that's not Kilkenny style. Take the hurl on my back. Just walk into me. Come on, walk into me. See, I can't stop him, right? So, now, what's the difference in this? No, walk into me. See the small little bit of footwork. You take children. See the difference. Okay, you're a big fella. You're a big fella. Come over here to me. Turn around. Now, he's standing there like that. Look, I'm on his small. No, stand north. I'm here like that. It's so easy moving. It's so easy moving and it's down to footwork. Now, don't let me move you this time. Slight difference. Can't stir him. No, you're trying to catch a ball then. Okay, if I have any hope of catching the ball here, I got to stand like this for a start and maybe put the hurl in his mouth somewhere. That's what the corner. No, I can't say that. No, I gotta kind of make a gap like that. You gotta make a gap of some description, or else a guy has to get technique. But you have to be able to do what the boys are doing. If I'm a small fella, I might stand back here, read it, get up and catch it. I might put my hurl in and just track the ball down into my hand. That's technique. Okay. This thing about speed, lads say, he's gone. He was all right last August. September he was beaten to one ball. The legs are gone. Simple as that, So the following 3 or 4 months after from being on the team, now he's gone. You want to be dropped off the panel. And how much speed do you lose in 6 months? Over 100 metres. You wouldn't even lose a metre. But let's suppose you lost 5 metres, over 100 metres. And you want to drop this lad. But speed, the first step, is the important one. Mark is just way faster than me. That even on a good day, if I run side by side with him, I'll be here and he'll be on the ball. However, I've been around a while and that ball is just after dropping and my first step is there. Now, it doesn't matter if it's Usain Bolt, he won't get around. So, that's where you got to think as a defender. Ball coming in low, the ball is coming in high, my first step is there. And then I can actually slow down. And the drill we were doing there, we were flying out of that ball. So I might have to fly to that ball, and as first chance I get, I'm in his path. Now I can maybe slow down a small bit to it. That is the key to it. Hey, Peter is addressing that ball, he's about to strike it. Shoo, Paddy Manny, over the bar. See the way Paddy does it? Okay, right. How do you block a ball? Right, we've moved on. We don't have possession. So when you don't have possession, defending then comes down to part B, where you have to dispossess the opponent, or maybe keep the opponent from getting the ball. When a fella or a girl strikes the ball, where does it go? Coaches. You see, they're supposed to be coaches. They haven't a clue. They haven't a clue. That's good. But don't let the players, don't pretend you have a clue. If you don't know, you don't know. Right? You walk into the dressing room and you haven't a clue what we need to do when we're down 6 points. You say to the players, lads, I haven't a clue where we're going wrong. Go out there and do your best. Don't come in and start saying do this, that and the other, because you're bluffing. And if you're bluffing, the players know. Wham! Someone hits a ball, where does it go? Who said that? What you say? What you say? Come out here. You know what? Come out here. Come out. Do you know what? You're the first in about 500 coaches that knows that. Have you done a war too? You have?
I've done it, yeah.
I know it. Okay, a straight line. It goes in a straight line. So you want to block the ball, all you have to do, and look, we're not talking about blocking in here. That's all under 12 stuff. We've done that. You're under 5, you went in and you blocked with your mouth. And you learn fairly fast it's advisable to put the hurl up there. And the next stage then was you walked in with the hurl and you got some kind of a block. And as you got older then, you learned to do this. You came in and you got the knuckles bursted. Right? And then you learned that's the grip, and you reach and you go through all that. And then you learn to, instead of blocking the hurl, to cover the ball. And now we're getting there. But that's all, the boys have done that when they were 5. Now we're back to the stage here. The Tommy Welch stage, we'll say. Is that it? Austin Gleeson, you better say Austin. And the boys, who else? Paddy Manny. Who's the other lad? Left half back. Not Paddy. Philip. All right, Phil. What's that? Where? That lad? Yeah. I'll be Jesus. Philip Manny, the best hurler in the country. Anyhow, right. So Philip is coming in here already, right? And he just sees where the straight line is. Look, straight line. He looks at it, and he doesn't even have to rush. Philip wouldn't be that fast. He just comes over here and he puts the hurl into the line. Isn't that right? And he blocks the ball. It's as simple as that. Now, so important to have a hurl that's light, that you can do that with. And it's so important that when you're running in here, your hurl is not down here. If it's down here, it's already too late, it's a score. So your hurl is in here, right? And you just adjust it, and you get the block. Now, even if you don't get the block, the guy that's taking the shot, that just might distract him. And if you take every player out the field, 14, there's 5 of those in a match. How many is that altogether? 70. That's 70 efforts in a match. That's huge. Corner back, trying to block a corner forward, hurl up. That will count. That will be the difference of 2 or 3 points in the game, even if you never block the ball. Blocking is so important. And we're going to just go through a few exercises here that can be done against the nets, against the walls, and if you don't have nets or walls, you just put a couple of retrievers to puck back the ball. So lads, bring a ball between 2 up here, fairly lively. We're not looking to break hurls. We're not looking for the block in here. We're looking for the block out there. So Melvin is just going to take 1 step and block. Now, to start off, I'm just going to show him where the pucks are. I'm going to go very easy at the start. I'm going to stand here, or stand here, doesn't matter to you. I stand here, and I'm just going to strike it 45 degrees over the head, so don't block this one. That's where they're going, throw me back out the ball. Okay, so he sees, that's where the ball is going, up there. I'm not going to hit a big fancy one like that. Now, the key to it is, he's just going to take a step forward, hurl is already up, and he's trying to block. So he's watching the line of the ball, and he's just kind of reach. And I don't want him, as I said, blocking here. I want him blocking back there. I'd be hoping he'll miss 5 or 6 of them, and little by little he'll get one. Now the key to it is, I don't hit that ball until he tells me when he's ready. There you have it, perfection already. And he only started this morning. You see that? So, that's what we're looking for. Nice and handy, and I'll swap in there after a few minutes myself. Deadly. Now, so, what I might do now from the same distance, okay, I make it a little bit harder. I might go left, I might go right, when you're ready. Okay, just as well. He did that on purpose now, just to show that he's not perfect. Deadly. Okay, one more. Okay, just as well. A tournament didn't make me look good. Right, we have solved that. We go a bit further out. Again now, Melvin, again I just want you to take on one step and get in the block. Now, I know in a match I tend to get right out on top of me, but I just want to create the confidence of blocking from a distance. That's what I'm looking for, all right? You watching this, lads? Right, you be doing that there in twos yourselves, and we'll work away here. Again, when you're ready. Okay, and we keep at it. Now, he's mastered that. I might go a bit farther. Now, this time, and it's downhill, his hurl is already up. Okay, right. Okay, the boys are walking away there. Now, to move it on a bit further. Melvin, you take the ball now this time. And this is helping him to block, but it's also helping me as a ball handler. Let's say I'm a forward, and the ball drops to me in front of the goals, and Melvin is coming out from me, and I have to handle that ball in a split second and strike it. And if I'm jittery, I'm not going to do it. So, here's what's going to happen. He's going to hand pass the ball to me, and as soon as he does, he's coming on to me, and I'm going to try and take the same shot. God, you didn't give me much chance there, right? Oh, no. He didn't give me much chance there, wait. Okay, let's go again. Here she comes. He's savage. Right, let's go again. Okay, I'll stand square on this time now. It might be left and it might be right. And again, the key to it is, you know, he's deciding when the shot is hit, so he's in control. Whew. Oh, Chunky O'Brien over the bar. Let's go again. He got a touch to it. Right, let's go again. He's getting tired now, you see. We'll keep him at it. Let's go, one more. Deadly. Okay, now, so we've gone through that. And that's, you know, the level Melvin is at there is savage. There are club senior players above in Kilkenny, and they won't do that because they haven't practiced it. And they're running in, and they're doing all this kind of stuff, and they're trying to slap down, and they're not blocking. And all you have to do is watch the ball and block. Now, that's working on the point. This time we're working on the low block, which is the goal. Now, just stand there in front of me. You have the hurl in your right hand, so it's going out there. I'll just give you one example. That's where it's going. You see that my shot, the all is going to the bottom corner. Okay, that's where it's going. So I want you just to reach out. Okay, you ready? When you're ready. Now, you're on the two hands. You're on the two. I want you to work on the one. You ready? Now, you're trying to flick. Don't flick it. Okay, remember the line. Remember the line. Boom. Hurl in the line. Don't flick. You ready? There you have it. Okay, now, and that's going to come in a match. You're there. The goals is there. Go back a bit. And I'm coming in here to have the shot. And you're going to watch that ball. And you might even make a dive and see can you block it. You ready? Come back from a bit further. Here she comes. That's what I'm looking for. Now, okay, we're going to talk about hooking. Starting off, people that never hooked at all before. No ball. Drop 5 or 6 balls there and strike them. Okay, keep at it. Especially youngsters, I just get someone, even in slow motion, a little bit slower. And put your hurl like that and get a player, especially a youngster, just to see where it's fairly safe. All right, now if you're here, you won't be hooking, you just take the ball and away you go. So you explain to them, look, here's kind of where you hook from, out here. And you just put your hurl up like that and just slowly advance. I'm not hooking him. He's like a good salmon. You're trying to bait, he'll hook himself. And if that's not working, just do that. Okay, and he looks around and hey, beep off that. It's not the Kilkenny way. We learned it from you guys. Now, okay. So what I'm saying is this. You just put the hurl in and the player will probably hook himself. Now, what I say is, don't do what I say, swing up the hurl. You swing up the hurl, a man like this, he knows I'm behind him. And I swing it up, he'll dummy the stroke and then he'll bury it. But if I just leave the hurl in, now if I just run behind him like that, it's very, very hard for him to take the shot. John, just take the shot. Very, very hard, without any skill from my end of it. Now, the couple of things lads want to watch out for. You know, this is not the time for shortening the hurl. You shorten the hurl, you'll hook him once, but then you're going getting the finger stitched. Okay, so full length hurl. Now, so the way to practice is this. You put the hurl around his backside there, okay, and when he throws up the ball, I lift my hurl. Go ahead. Okay, and you practice it. And you get good at it. And then you walk forward. Go ahead. And you practice it like that. Simple. It part is your warm-up. Half a minute, 1 minute every third night is grand. No, he's getting good. Jog on. I'm getting good. Hold on, that's a sprint. Come back. Jog. Right, hurl in. Now it's your turn coming back. I start walking. Normal shot. I want him to hook. If he doesn't hook, I slow down until he gets good. And if he's getting good, I'll advance a bit. And then I may go right and left. And we're getting good at it. Okay, and then I might go zigging zagging. Right, you got it? And if he's really good at it, then you burst off in here. And over the bar. Right, practice it, lads. Let's go. Off you go on twos. You have nobody, have you? There's a volunteer. Off you go. Have a blue tack man there. You didn't want to, you'll need the hurl. How big chest you'll need the hurl. Now. Three there with a slitter, and the other three with no slitter up here in the blue. There you have it, you're there. Now. Okay, line up there, no slitter. Okay, this is them. This is just a little exercise that practices hooking, but you get everything else out of it as well. You get a little match out of it, you get blocking, and you want to watch the numbers. That's kind of perfect. Three lads queuing. Now, if I twice the number, I'll have another one working from that side, and if you have extra players down at the far goals. And here's all that's happening. The man with the ball, you just jog around the cone here. The other lad has the hurl on his backside. As he goes around, just broadcast a good wide shot and let him hook you. And when the ball goes to ground, the game is on. There's a match between the two of you to score a goal. You ready? Hook him. Deadly. Game on. Boys, back in the line. Stand him. Reach, reach, reach. Well done. Next two. Come on, boys. Be back in that line. Quick. That's it. That's it. Reach. Okay. Now, this time, take a normal shot coming around. Take a nice shot. Okay, as you're getting better at it, a nice shot. Don't shorten the hurl. Hook him. Well done. Game on. Game on. Don't foul him. You're fouling him. Come on, play on. There, you picked it. Go on in. Get after him. Now, you see Austin there. He didn't chase him. He could have got in for the hook. Off we go, boys. Don't foul. Don't foul. It's a point. Block him. Oh, deadly hook. Go, boys. Hook him. Deadly. Whoa, whoa. Go on. Get after him. Good stuff. Okay, next two. Go. That's it. Come on. No, reach, reach. That's it. Reach, reach. Oh, deadly. That's the one we're looking for. And you died then. You died off. You should have gone and hooked him. Right, last one. One more, boys. Well done. Right, last one. A good hook now. Deadly. Game on, boys. Stand them up. That's it. Stand them up. Stand them up. Reach for the hook. Now, again, very, very simply with that, they're striking one time, they're hooking the next time. And even if you wanted to, one time they start on this side and they move to that side, that they're coming in from the two sides. Now, this time, when I roll the ball out in front of Melvin, I have to roll it out fairly strong. He has whatever, 5 yards on me, you know, and I'll do it in my own time, and I could be talking while I roll it, you know. Okay, over the bar, perfect. Could not do enough of that. And it's all about the confidence. If they have the confidence to hook and block, they will not be beaten, okay? So 20 years time, you're hurling for Waterford, I'm hurling for Kilkenny. All Ireland final, last puck of the game. We're 2 points up, as usual, and you're 2 points down, as usual. Now, and all you have to do, goalie is gone, is pull on that ball, and it's in the back of the net. and I'm a yard behind you here coming in, and I'm going to it now in slow motion, right? Okay, go on, handy, hold it there now. Right, my choices are, you know, I can hook, which is fine, but a player of this quality, even with the hook, he might still put it into the back of the net. So what I want you to work on, lads, is, right, when you're going to be beaten to the pull, what do? You don't pull. It's simple. You don't pull. Now, maybe down here you do. You know, I'm going to be beaten to the pull and I pull here. He's gone for 6 months with a kneecap. I'm gone for a year. I'm suspended. So you don't pull. Simple. All right? So what I do is, I already know at this distance that I'm going to be beaten to the ball. So my hurl is no longer up here. It's not even here because you pretend to be pulling there. Just come in, hold it there. If I do that, that's probably going to be a free. And a man of this quality, he scored a goal anyway. So what I'm looking to do is kill the ball. So as I'm here, I know I'm going to be beaten. My hurl is already down on the grass and I reach in to kill the ball like that. Now we'll just demonstrate that again. So don't hit it about 80% pace when I say pull, okay? Right, jog onto it, pull. That's what I'm looking for. Chances are he's run off, I have the ball. Okay, now we'll go one more time. If I'm a little bit closer to it, jog up to it. The other one might be just to sneak the ball like that and you're away. That's not a drill, it's something you put into your brain. Now, and here's how we practice it, right, Kevin? We'll jog to it, and when I say pull, you pull nice and relaxed. Jog, right, pull. Okay, now come on, we'll stay going. Relax now, relax, 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 relax. Pull. Okay, nice and relaxed. That's a mindset, right? Somebody on the line roaring at you, pull. You don't do that. You're on the sideline. You tell the lad, kill the ball, smother the ball. Hurl is already on the grass. Just do that. In tight. The lad is behind calls. Pull. Okay, you got the idea? One-handed kill, lads. One-handed kill. One hand, get in close to him. In tight. Okay. Now the lads were going hard there. This is part of a warm-up. This is something, it's just, you know, I'm not even looking to work hard on them. It's the skill we're working on. Now, then you have the high one. Okay, you demonstrate the high one. The high sneak, that was the low sneak. Come out here behind me. Which way do you want to go? Go out that side, sure. So here I am again, coming in. You're behind me. Here I am by DJ Carey. We pulled him back out of retirement. Saw him in by, he's after passing 1, 2, 3, past 4 backs already. He's in here, not knowing the goalie to beat you. There you are. And that's what you do. Okay, simple little high sneak. Hurl has to be, again, nice little light hurl. Nice little light hurl. You're chasing, you're watching. Touch it, touch it, touch it. Practice that, lads. Go ahead. Little tip of the ball. Tip it, tip it, tip it. Hurl held short. Half a hurl, just snig it. That's it. In beside him. Run near almost side by side with him. Okay, so you're playing the ball, you're playing the ball, you're playing the ball. Now that's a big mindset change for some of you lads down here. But get me drift. Last one, lads. Just raise 3 or 4 balls there. Just raise them into your hand. Stand over them. Raise them. Okay. Now, you arrive second to the ball. When you arrive second to the ball, you raise away. You know, the last thing you do is walk into one and push him. That's the point. It's a free. The second last thing you do is come in and slap down like that. That's another free. Well, what can you do? Apart from letting them raise the ball. Now, back to me for a second. Just throw down that ball. I've often said it to lads, if you're coming in like this, don't have the hurl up there. If you can run the hurl in along the grass, like this, go on. Right, raise it. Get the hurl there, go on. Raise it. Raise it. Raise it. Simple thing. Right, come back again. You're looking for a second. You're looking for a second. Instead of him going to that ball, raising it, go on. Picking it up and going around you, you're looking for a split second. Back here again, put out the ball. You're second to it. Run in me hurl like that. Raise it. That's all I want. Catch him with the neck like that. Right? Look, we're working on the football. Kilkenny. If you can burst out to the ball first, if you can handle the ball, touch, right? Catch a reasonable amount of ball. If you can block, and you can hook. Well, it's going to be hard to beat you. It's as simple as that. Now, what you never ever do is going out to a ball, 40 yards, 50 yards, and Melvin's gone out to a ball, and I do that. He doesn't even feel that. What's that? No, it's a point, it's a point. That's the way you think about it. It's a point. You do that. Paddy and Manny. Sure, you look. All right, you're Paddy's brother. Out here for a second. Are you well to take freeze? No. Well, the time you started. All right. Okay, his brother is going in for a bottle of water there into the dressing room, and I'm marking him, and I do that. That's the point. Because he put it over, no bother. Now, if I don't do that to him, now I could actually give him the ball. You're better off hand him the ball than do that, because that's a guaranteed point. Okay, I hand him the ball. That's not guaranteed. He still now has to hit it. And I'm going to block him or I'm going to hook him. Hurls, hugely important. I'll borrow a ball again, thanks. The length of the hurl for a start. Major problem for small children is the hurls are too big. There's a good friend of mine showed me there this week. Great example was, I'm that height, child, and that's my hurl. How can I hurl with it? And you're doing all that kind of stuff. And that's a disaster. Because the mammy says, buy the hurl, it'll last you for 5 years. That's not worth the sugar, you're a bet. Now, the next problem is, the hurl is too heavy. And this is a huge problem for girls. I've seen some very, very good camogie players. They can do all the skills except the strike. And that's the strike. Because the hurl was too heavy when they were young, and that's what they developed. Instead of the light hurl and developing that. The hurl has to be light, extension to the hand. You cannot block with it, you cannot hook with it, you cannot strike. Okay? Now, so that is so, so important. Now, I think we're getting the opposite with the seniors, because they're using little small short hurls now, and no wonder they're not able to clear a ball. I've seen a full back, and he's 6'4", and picked up his hurl at 34 inches, and no wonder he couldn't clear a ball. Right? You never see the golfers teeing off with a little yoke like that. So I would say to the, you know, I have seen lads with long hurls shortening them to do that. I have never yet seen a fellow with a short hurl able to extend it, unless they bring out a telescopic hurl. So I would say longer ones. The weight has to be spot on. Now, what is so important, which hand to hold the hurl with. And I'm the last lad in Ireland should be showing you this, because I'm right-handed. I write with my right, but I hold the hurl all my life in the left, and I started playing that way. Okay, which is the old awkward shot. But, you know, there's always a silver lining. It was pretty easy to turn and strike on the left, so I kind of never had a bad side. But, you know, my best side is my bad side, because you have that beautiful stroke, whereas the one I started with is awkward. And I had a son, I still have him, actually, and he was starting that way as well, but he was guaranteed right-handed. See, I'm ambidextrous. I butter the bread with the left hand and eat it with the right. So, but he was definitely right-handed. So we changed him. He changed himself because he was up for it. And within a fortnight, beautiful stroke. And ended up free taker stroke, beautiful stroke. Okay, so I would certainly try to change a player if they're not using the dominant hand up on top. Now, most certainly, if you get a player that's doing this, that is a disaster, right? That's catching the ball with the grip hand. Okay, if I'm that way, okay, grip hand, right hand, left hand in the bottom, raising it, should be that way. If he's doing that, that is disaster, because you're going on then and you're trying to hit the ball, and as you swing, the hurl comes down to connect with the ball, and next minute you do that and you're knocking it out of kilter. All right, so you got to change him. I suggest you get a small little bit of a bandage, loop it around the wrist, loop it around the hurl, and when they go to take it off, the hand won't come off, and the practice catching the ball with the proper hand. Does that make sense to you? That works. Anything that'll hold the hand onto the hurl. You get them to change up against the wall, they'll change in a couple of weeks if they want to. Now if they don't, they won't. Listen, the ads break. Go ahead.